See at the bottom of the black window there? Actually, I'll pull the music down slowly. And then you can pause it if I can.
Oh yeah. I had one house. I don't know that one. Trying to talk And I brought to your house the snacks and I could be I can eat a whole box of crackers by myself and I'm like, what is wrong with me? It's like I'm eating crackers, so don't even get me started. Because I just started learning how to bake cookies and that was a giant mistake. Yeah, so I'm just getting started by myself. I know, I used to go out and buy oh my God. Yeah, I bring it to the rock shop and give it away.
That was the biggest. That was the most
I check on a regular basis. They do their shipping. When shipping, so
no time for tears. Let's raise the bar and win another ring. Let's get it done this season here in Chiefs Kingdom. So taking back for the boys from 69, back for the fans on 12 and 9. Take that trophy back and raise it high. We ain't here to tip the cap, ain't no time for a victory lap. No, we came to take it back. Coming in the air, yeah, try to keep up if you dare. Just listen for the banging of the drum. You blinked and we just scored, and even if we spot you 24, look out for Kansas City, here we come. We'll leave you on your knees saying, hail to the Chiefs. So taking back for the boys from 69, back for the fans on 12 and 9. Take that trophy back and raise it high. We ain't here to tip the cap, ain't no time for a victory lap. No, we came to take it back.
To the end zone, touchdown! Kansas City!
Take it back for Lamar, back for Coach Reed. Take it on back for old DT. Take it back for the fans in OKC. So taking back for the boys from 69, back for the fans on 12 and 9. Take that trophy back and raise it high. We ain't here to tip the cap, ain't no time for a victory lap. No, we came to take it back. No, we came to take it back.
You asked for loud and obnoxious. Did you hit it okay? Welcome, everybody. We are so glad that you are here, and we are just honored to be hosting this memorial, and we are just so honored that you are here to express your love, your admiration, and whatever else comes to mind for being today. Just a couple of little housekeeping things. First and foremost, this is a memorial, so let me just give you some permission right here. I see all of the tough-looking jerseys out there. It's okay to cry. It's okay to laugh. It's okay to get a little mad, and it's okay to feel a little sad. What's most important is that we're doing this together, all right? So you're in a safe place, just let it all hang out. If you want to have a good time, do that. If you want to break down, there's tissue in every row. We've got you no matter what, all right? Just want to open up with a quick prayer, so if you'll bow your head with me. Dear Heavenly Father, we just thank you for who you are today. We thank you for the opportunity to celebrate a life well lived. And as we gather here and honor Dean, let us just be a people who do exactly that. We honor that life that is well lived. Be in this place today. Be with everybody who has a word to say. Be with every heart that is going to hear those words today. In your Son's name. Amen. I want to say it's one of those things where I want to just let you know that I never met Dean, but from what I've read about him and from what I've heard about him, he has a lot of respect for those of you who showed up in Broncos and Raiders jerseys. Respect. However, I am not an NFL fan, so I had to do a little bit of research, and I believe that there is a perfect time to laugh at these things. And so I have worked in some jokes. I honestly wasn't expecting any Bronco or Raider jerseys, so offense intended, I guess, moving forward. So I'll be weaving those in, so heads up, Broncos and Raider fans, and you are welcome, Chiefs fans. The rest of the neutrals, just sit back and enjoy. It really is. I can't, it's easy to say this about somebody that I've never met, but it really is an honor to stand before you today to be a part of the celebration of life for Deano Sizemore. Though words can never fully capture how you may have known him, they can remind us of the love that he shared, the joy that he brought, and the impact that he had on all of your lives. Deano was born February 6, 1962 in, of all places, Kansas City. A place that shaped his passion for football, family, and a life filled with adventure. He was many things: husband, father, grandfather, son, brother, friend, veteran, business owner, and an unwavering pillar of support for those he loved. But above all, he was a man who lived life with open arms and an open heart. Deano left this world peacefully on December 9th, 2024, in his home in Reno, Nevada. Though he is no longer with us in body, his spirit remains, woven into the hearts of his family and all of his friends, and everyone who was lucky enough to have known him. He was a man of unwavering kindness, fierce loyalty, and a sense of humor that could brighten even the darkest days. Deano's passing leaves an emptiness that can never truly be filled, but his life leaves us with something even greater, a reminder to live life fully and completely, and to love as deeply as possible, and to always find a reason to smile. Today, as we say goodbye, let us not dwell on the sorrow of his absence, but instead celebrate the incredible life that he lived. Let us carry forward his spirit, his kindness, and his love. And as we do, let's remember to always cheer a little louder and laugh a little harder, and of course, never stop saying, "Go Chiefs." So before I move on to this next part here, I want to break out one of these jokes. I don't know if these are funny because I don't follow the NFL, so I'm going to gauge it entirely on you. Why do Bronco fans love living in Denver? We're looking at you over there right now.
Why?
Because the thin air makes them lightheaded enough to believe they'll win the division. Okay, well, that's funny. Well done. All right. One of the most important aspects of Deano's life was the fact that he was a veteran of the armed services, serving in the Navy on the USS Kitty Hawk. Let's take a moment to remember Deano and all of our veterans with this tribute.
On this Sunday, we celebrate every incredible play, every touchdown, and every victory. We take a moment to celebrate something bigger than the game we all love. November 11th is about honoring those men and women who put their lives on the line to protect even the smallest things we take for granted. Today is an opportunity to stand together as one, to celebrate the members of our United States Armed Forces who have protected this great country, and those who continue that fight today. And as we go about our busy lives, it's easy to forget the sacrifice these men and women have endured. People of all races, religions, and different walks of life who come together for one common cause: America. So on this Veterans Day, as you cheer on the teams we all love, remember that we are all part of one team. This is Fox NFL Sunday. Thank you for your service.
you served in the United States Armed Services at any point in your life or are currently serving, would you please stand for us? Thank you for your sacrifice. At this time, I would like to invite Denise Sizemore. Come up.
Okay, I'm too short for this thing again. Too short. Better? Okay. All right, just to help me along. Hi, y'all. How you doing? I tried really hard to write something for today. Figured everybody sitting in front of me would inspire me. Honestly, y'all make me want to cry because of the love for your team. Me. Thank you. I honestly, God, don't know what to say. The music you're going to hear, or have been hearing, every one of those songs meant a lot to Dean and me. Our music, our lives kind of revolved around music. Our joys and our sorrows were very entwined. So when you hear the song Cruising, that was our first date. Mom, plug your ears. We had a blast. Well, 44 years, so it was worth it. Every high and low. And the military service is really important to Dean. He was very proud to serve. But down deep in his core, probably even more than you Rocktown people, Dean was an electrician. His brain worked so bizarrely. He would take all these pieces from all these different jobs and literally sit there at night thinking, how is this going to work together? How can I make this work? Even just things like when he did the courthouse, when he worked for Soul Fence, it was crazy to see all these papers and all these drawings and how he made that stuff sing. He was really talented at it. And I know at this moment, this town is missing somebody that did something that nobody else did. It was all in his brain and how he figured it and worked it. It's a pretty cool thing he had up there. And memory, like, damn. It was pretty cool. So, I hold a lot of different memories than all of you, and that's okay. I know his son has some cool stuff, and Mom, and Miss Penelope down there reading books, and Gary, Trish, everybody, and his immediate family. Just thank you all for coming. So at the moment, I'm sorry, I'm going to make you all cry. I love you, Mom. By the way, guys, she's not just my mother-in-law. She's like my best friend. So I'm very honored to have you. I know you did raise me. So, okay, I'm going to step away from the microphone. I have quite a voice. So, Devin, Patty, Tricia, and Gary, up here. Okay, while they're coming up here, do you see this thing in front of me? The flag? Okay, I believe in God things, and Dean used to go, oh girl, it's a God thing. Did you pray or something? Uh-huh. So, this, with his flag in it, it's custom engraved, and it wasn't supposed to come till February 15th. I looked at it the other day at shipping, and it wasn't coming till February 15th. All right, let go, let God. That's me. It came in the mail the next day. That's a God thing. Can't deny that. So, when we were at the funeral, they folded a flag. This flag. just so real. You walk up and there's a coffin and flag and how proudly and how beautifully they expressed it all to us. Well, I was going through Dean's jewelry box, and you can all see it in a little bit. There was this pin here. It's a Navy veteran pin. And I had just ordered this folded flag to wear. I couldn't find these pins. I kept looking and looking, and all of a sudden they popped up on some random veteran site. So I ordered them, and then ordered flags, folded flags for each one of you to wear as a remembrance of our Deano. And I got one for Joey. Joey is his brother who couldn't make it here today because unfortunately Tricia and Joey's mother passed away the day before Thanksgiving. So he wasn't able to come. But this is just my love. I love you all. And thank you for having me as your family. And I'm sorry to make you all cry. But yeah, this is a big part of my family for 54 years. Oh, some of them are a little young for that. And this one, but thank you for all coming. Go for it. Talk a little louder, Tom.
He was about 2 years old. He lived in California. He was in the sheriff's department, and he'd like to get out and take a walk and go to the grocery store. So one day he was standing on the bench looking out the windows, and it was raining. And he told me, "Oh, can't you hear me?" Oh, well, he looked out the window and he wanted to go to the store, and it was raining, and I said, we can't go away, it's raining. And he stood there and he looked up and he said, well, we could go if somebody would turn off the handle.
You don't have to apologize to Mom for having a little too much fun on a date. I guarantee you she did the same thing. Before I introduce our next speaker, I have a question for you. Why is the Raiders Stadium called the Black Hole?
Why?
Because that's where their playoff hopes disappear every year. I knew that one was good. I knew that one was good. At this time, I'm going to invite Adam Souza up to come and share a few words.
I'm not really good at this whole speaking thing. I'm Adam. You all hear me?
Yeah.
All right. So I've had the pleasure to have gotten to know Dean really well over the last few years. I was his first employee with his company. I got to know him as I looked to him as a mentor, and I saw him as a good friend. And for the last few years, we talk almost every day. Still to this day, when the phone rings, I think to myself, all right, Dean, what do you have for me now? What mess are you sending me to go clean up and look at? And, am I going to need to call you and help you and have you help me walk through this next issue? But we didn't just talk about work. And during those times, I got to really know him and learned that he was a man of great integrity. took a lot of pride in the work he did and the quality and everything he put his mind to. He really wanted to make sure that it was done right and done well. In those phone conversations we would have, we would talk about many other things too. We always discussed his passion for the holidays. Man, he loved Christmas. All of his collectibles and everything. The yard was completely full of all sorts of Christmas decorations. He also loved his roses. I don't know if for those of you who don't know, he had 50 rose plants of all sorts of different varieties that he was very proud of. And spent a lot of time taking care of. He was also a big fan of rocks. And that's where I first met him, at the Reno Gem and Mineral Society. We were there just talking shop, talking rocks one day, and he came up and asked if I knew anybody who was looking for work. I just raised my hand. Yeah, I know some stuff about electrical stuff, and I can tinker around with a few things. I can do it. He definitely had his hands in a lot of things. He was a deep, complex man. He really cared about his community. He really cared about everybody here. And he really put a lot of energy and effort into building a strong, healthy community. And he also loved his friends. He loved his family. With utmost certainty, I can tell you, he spoke very highly of his son, Devin, and how very, very proud he made him. And he spoke of his love of you, Denise. You guys definitely filled his heart. And made it so he was happy to wake up every day and face the day. For whatever challenges it gave him. He was truly an amazing individual. And although he is no longer physically here with us, his spirit is, his soul is. And he lives on through us. He lives on through the lessons he's taught us. And with that, we keep pushing forward and honor him by being part of the community, holding our friends and family closer, and loving as much as he did. Thank you all for coming. This warms my heart. I don't really have a better closure.
Go cheap.
Go cheap.
Chelsea.
As many of you know, Dean was very involved in the Reno Gem and Mineral Society. As a matter of fact, he was so involved that he was the president. And we would like to share a recent interview that he did with PBS Reno.
We head to the Reno Gem and Mineral Society in Sparks to answer a burning question. What's the next step for my tiny treasures? President Dean Sizemore greets me with some answers. Dean, thank you for welcoming me here. This is a lot of equipment. What is the Reno Gem and Mineral Society all about?
So we are about teaching adults and children about the earth sciences.
I've been out, been to some great locations recently, and I have all of these treasures, and I don't know what to do with them. So can you guys help me figure out what to do with that?
Yes, absolutely. That's exactly what we do. So this is our slab saw. This is how we begin the rock cutting process. We'll cut them for you if you would like, but you can also take a class and then do it yourself.
Is it dangerous to run a rock saw? It sounds kind of intimidating.
It's really not, because once you get it all set up, you're closing this lid, or you're going to be covered in oil. It keeps the blade cool. It lubricates it so it can cut through the different stones, because there's so many different hardness of rock. So some take a long time. They all pretty much auto feed. So you just put it in, close the lid, and then a half hour later, you've got a slice.
That's beautiful.
Next thing with this is we take it over to the trim saw and we start cutting it down to the shape we want to get it to. So this is a trim saw. So this is where we now take our slab and we cut it down to a more usable shape. We try very hard to keep adding new classes. We have some new equipment in now that we're playing with for fastening, so more like we do with the diamonds or emeralds and things like that. We're very open. You do not need to be a geologist or have any experience. In fact, sometimes I think it may be more fun if you have nothing, because you get to come in and learn and explore and learn how to do something that you never even realized you had an opportunity to do.
Do you ever think you're tired of rocks?
Oh no, never, because every time you find one, it's another surprise.
As you can see, I'm back out here because this episode has really rocked. And even though I'm out of time, I'm ready for more rocks and more adventure. If you want to learn more about this episode or any of the Wild Nevada series, visit
Okay. Before I introduce our third speaker, Broncos, we're coming for you again. What do the Broncos and a bad movie sequel have in common? Nobody remembers the last time they were any good.
Go Broncos, stay.
Makes you feel any better? I'm done with you Broncos for a little while. Raiders, I still have one more for you. I want to invite Janet Longaria. Did I say it right? Longera. Janet, I'm so sorry. I know. I usually ask those, so this is like bad form, rookie move. Janet is a friend and a member of the Reno Gym. It was entirely my fault. You shouldn't have two microphones going. So, come on over, Janet.
All right, well, let's get one thing straight. It's a good thing I didn't say anything first. Tell me one thing.
No.
Oh, yes. Yes. I'm not saying I'm proud of him for quite a while. However, well, it's my turn. I wore these colors for you and for Dean, but I am a Cowboys fan. Because they're a Texas flag. All right, now we've got that straight. Yeah, Dean was a big fan of rocks, and the president of our club for as long as I was a member, which was about 4 years. And I believe he became a president shortly before that. So my position is the treasurer, and worked very closely with Dean. Mostly board meetings, but always felt comfortable talking to him, and he was great to talk to. If I had any questions or doubted something that was going on, I always went to him, and he would either agree with me or straighten me out. And that was okay, because I knew that between us, we would get down to the truth. And I appreciated that. He had a definite sense of humor. And I talked to him on the phone quite a bit. Not too long ago, he called me, and it started out with something business. He was on his way home. And they live in Stead, if you don't know where that is, so up 395, and if you don't know about it, there's construction going on the road. And it makes for a really long commute, because we live in Golden Valley, and so it was just about as long for me as it was for him. And so he was done talking, but he was stuck in traffic. And so we just kept on talking, and I tried to keep him entertained while he was driving through that construction and taking quite a while. I'd say, "Where are you now?" "Well, I'm about at the Winco." "Okay, you still have a ways to go, all right, so let's keep talking." And he was great for doing that. Even the butt dials I appreciated, because when you see Dean's name come up on your phone, you gotta smile. And he was great at smiling. One of the other things that some of you may not know was I was Dean's drug dealer. Before you arrested him, at the board meetings or even at the general membership meetings, he might have a headache, and he would look over at me and ask if I had some aspirin. So I would pull out my little Barbie doll bowl, as some little girls call it, and he'd say, "Okay, which ones do you want?" He said, "I don't care. Give me 3. "Okay." So I guess I get to keep my drugs now for Albie when he needs. Oh, Denise, yes. Anybody is welcome. Usually carry my Barbie doll where I go. So yeah, so that was a good thing for him. Try and get rid of those headaches. Or get him some water. Or, if you don't know yet, there's a big bowl of Kit Kat candy bars over there. And that was another thing that we make sure he always had with him. Kit Kat candy bars. We did. We walked to the store. We got them for him in the middle of a meeting, or before the meeting started probably, and made sure he had those. Had a hard time keeping that throat wet, so I'm not sure how Kit Kats work that way, but hey, you know, when you got a craving, it doesn't matter if it makes your throat wet or not, they'll take it. So he was great. He always wanted the best for Reno Gem and Mineral Society, RGMS as most of us call it. He always wanted the best. It didn't matter what else was going on. He just wanted the best for the society and for the members, for the community as well. To have those classes, to have those things that you can make out of rocks. And he loved his rocks. And several of the members knew how much he loved the rocks. And they would have special ones for him, John and Lori. And he would, of course, give in and buy it because he loved it. And they wanted him to have it. And they knew what he wanted to have, so they set him up. But I love Dean. I miss him. I was very shocked to get that call in the morning. I'm not going to cry because I'm not supposed to. Okay.
I don't choose.
I don't think so. Oh, cowboys, hello. We already settled that. All right. I was given a poem to read, so I'm going to get through this. But I just want you to know, love your family. You can go Chiefs, because you will, I know. My Cowboys will get there one day, I hope. Please, Lord.
That's not this
It won't be this year. It will not be this year. I keep waiting, though. Yeah. I keep waiting. I keep waiting. All right. Do not stand at my grave and weep. I am not there. I do not sleep. I am 1,000 winds that blow. That's who's been doing it up on top of Golden Valley. Yeah, all that wind. Oh my goodness, now we know where it comes from. I am the diamond glints on snow. I am the sunlight on ripened grain. I am the gentle autumn rain. When you awaken in the morning's hush, I am the swift, uplifting rush of quiet birds in circled flight. I am the soft stars that shine at night. Do not stand at my grave and cry. I am not there. I did not die. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for coming. We appreciate it. The family appreciates it so much. Thank you.
I don't know, not to witness the cowboy ones. It was smart, yeah, it was wise.
I knew I'd be in a room of opposition, and that's what they felt. I'm so loyal.
Before I bring up Devin to close us out, I have a couple more things to say. One, again, I don't follow the NFL. I don't know much about it. It's been a long time. When I did follow the NFL, I didn't even know who the Chiefs were, let alone whether or not they were competitive or not. And that's what I picked up the most about what I've learned. I'm a man of faith. I'm the senior pastor of this church here. And so I always say, okay, faith, this is this important thing. It's the belief in something that you can't see or know. And I believe that that's what it means to be a Chiefs fan. It's 1969 to, what was it, 2019? Is that the difference? Takes a lot of faith to stay a Chiefs fan for that long. So us church folk, we get you Chief folk. We understand it. And lastly, I want the last thing that I say to be a dig on the Raiders. What do Raider fans and lawn chairs have in common? They both fold in November. And with that, thank you so much. Devin, you can come up and close us out.
All right, I guess it's my turn to not cry. Go 49ers for the 49er fans in the room. I'm only wearing this because I bought it for him for Christmas, and I felt it was right to wear it today. But go 49ers. All right, I'm just going to read so I can get through it, and we'll go from there. Good afternoon. As we come to close this celebration of my dad's life, I want to thank each of you for being here. I want to thank those of you who have given your time, brought over food, contributed monetarily, or supported the family in another way. On behalf of the whole family, we thank you, and we feel your love and support. I would like to also give a special thank you to Pastor David for donating this space and his time to make this celebration happen. You will see a couple donation boxes. Please consider donating something to Pastor David in Victory Christian Fellowship, as he did donate this space and his time for us. In addition, I would like to give a shout out to the Nevada Veterans Coalition, who support the Northern Nevada Veterans Memorial Cemetery. They did an amazing job honoring Dad, and I recommend looking into the work they do, as it means a lot to the families they work with. They need more awareness and support. Today we celebrate him, not just the person he was, but the joy he brought to those around him. And of course, we can't talk about Dean without mentioning his love for the Kansas City Chiefs. Whether it was game day excitement, wearing his Chiefs gear with pride, or celebrating their victories, Dean's passion for his team was infectious. Let's channel his enthusiasm into our own lives, cheering loudly for things and the people we love. Though the loss of Dean feels immense, we can find comfort in knowing that his memory will live on in so many ways, in the stories we share, in the traditions he cherished, like Christmas, and in the moments that we remind us of him. Thank you for being here to honor Dean and celebrate the incredible life he lived. Let's take a moment to reflect on what it meant to all of us. And as we leave, let's continue to carry his light forward. Whether it's by cheering for the Chiefs, showing kindness to others, or simply living with the joy and passion he brought to the world. Take care of one another, and may we all find peace in the days ahead. In Dean's honor, let's give one last cheer. Go Chiefs. A bit of housekeeping. We have one more video which will play momentarily. Hopefully you've enjoyed the videos I've selected for today. We will then have snacks and drinks available. There's a beautiful cake with Chiefs. There are his favorite snacks, Cheetos and Kit Kats. And if you drink the water, make sure to drop the cap on the ground because that's what he would have done. We will turn on the game so that you guys can watch that as well. I didn't plan the timing, but I think God did, so thank you for that. And I appreciate y'all coming together to celebrate. And Pastor Dave, this is for you from the family. We want to thank you, and thank you for adding your jokes and making us all laugh. And thank you. Appreciate you all.
In a league where your greatest accomplishments define you, we've joined in a league group. We blazed our own trail and staked our claim at the top. But we know there's another level to reach. A chance to be one of one. And the truth is, never been done, has never seen a team like this. Back-to-back world championships established our reputation. But now, it's about legacy. The task in front of us may seem insurmountable, but that's how we want it. It's another summit waiting for someone to plant their flag and claim it. So no matter what stands in our way, just know everything's impossible until it isn't. And we have history to make.